Hi, and welcome to Bible in a Year. My name is Michelle, and I'm so glad to have you join me on this journey as we continue to make our way through the Bible all in one year. I am reading out of the King James Version 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, leaving Sunday as a day of rest or a day to catch up. I have posted a reading plan in the About section if you would like to download and follow along. If you are a returning listener, welcome back. Way to hang in there. If you were listening to yesterday's video, oh my goodness, that was a long one. And I think next time I might do a part one and a part two and split those up because that ended up being very long. If you are a new listener, welcome. Never too late to start. We are just barely into our next book of the Bible, so please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. All right, today is day 91. As I said, we just started a new book, so we are in First Chronicles. I did read 1 through 8 yesterday, so today we are covering 9 through 14. So let's go ahead and get started. Chapter 9. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they were written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon for their transgression. Now for the first inhabitants that dwelt in their possessions in their cities were the Israelites, the priests, the Levites, and the Nethinims. And in Jerusalem dwelt of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Ephraim, and Manasseh, Uthiah the son of Ahimadud, the son of Omri, the son of Amri, the son of Bani, of the children of Pharez, the son of Judah, and of the Shalonites, Ashiah the firstborn and his sons, and of the sons of Zerah, Juel, and their brethren 690. And of the sons of Benjamin, Saul, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hadavah, the son of Hashnuah, and of Abaniah, the son of Jeraham, the son of Allah, the son of Uzi, the son of Machir, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zephahatha, the son of Raul, the son of Abinijah, and their brethren, according to their generations, 956. All these men were chief of the fathers in the house of their fathers. And of the priests, Jedediah, and Ohorihibah, and Jachin, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Beroth, the son of Ahitub, the ruler of the house of God. And Adiah, the son of Jeraham, the son of Pashur, the son of Micaiah, the son of Massahai, the son of Adil, the son of Jazarah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshulamith, the son of Immer, and their brethren, heads of the house of their fathers, 1,760, very able men for the work of the service of the house of God. And of the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Heshab, the son of Akram, the son of Hashiah, the son of Merari, and Bakabakar, Hesher, and Gala, and Mattahiah, the son of Micah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Asaph, and Obadiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galga, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, the son of Asha, the son of Elkanah, that dwelt in the villages of the Nephtalites. And the porters were Shalom, and Akub, and Talmon, and Haman, and their brethren. Shalom was the chief. And here too waited the king's gate eastward. They were porters in the companies of the children of Levi. And Shalom, the son of Kor, the son of Elshabash, the son of Korah, and his brethren of the house of his father. And the Korahites were over the work of the service, keepers of the gate of the tabernacle. And their fathers, being over the host of the Lord, were keepers of the entry. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, was ruler over them in time past, and the Lord was with him. And Zechariah the son of Meshelmiah was porter of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. All these which were chosen to be porters in the gates were 212. These were reckoned by their genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer did ordain in their set office. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of the house of the Lord, namely the house of the tabernacle, by wards. In 4 quarters were the porters, toward the east, west, north, and south. And their brethren, which were in their villages, were to come after 7 days from time to time with them. For the Levites, the 4 chief porters, were in their set office, and were over the chambers and the treasuries of the house of God. And they lodged round about the house of God, because the charge was upon them, and the opening thereof every morning pertained to them. And certain of them had the charge of the ministering vessels, that they should bring them in and out by tale. Some of them also were appointed to oversee the vessels and all the instruments of the sanctuary, and the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. And some of the sons of the priest made the ointment of the spices. And Mattaniah, one of the Levites, was the firstborn of Shallum the Korite, had set office over the thing that were made in the pans. And other of their brethren and of the sons of the Kohathites were over the shewbread, to prepare it every Sabbath. And these are the singers, chief of the fathers of the Levites, who remaining in the chamber were free, for they were employed in that work day and night. These chief fathers of the Levites were chief throughout their generations that dwelt in Israel. And in Gibeon dwelt the father of Gibeon, Jethiel, whose wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son Abdon, then Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Ner, and Nadab, and Gedor, and Ahio, and Zechariah, and Miloth. And Milcaloth begat Shimei, and they also dwelt with their brethren at Jerusalem, over against their brethren. And Ner begat Kish, and Kish begat Saul, and Saul begat Jonathan, and Milchi-Shua, and Abinadab, and Eshbaal. And the son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal begat Micah. And the sons of Micah were Pithon, and Melech, and Tahre, and Ahaz. And Ahaz begat Jerah, and Jerah begat Amthu, and Amazeth, and Zimri, and Zimri begat Moza. And Monza begat Benai, and Raphahai his son, Eleazar his son, Aziel his son. And Aziel had 6 sons, whose names are these: Azurim, Bachu, and Ishmael, and Sherahai, and Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Aziel. Chapter 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell down slain in the Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard after Saul and after his sons. And the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchi-Shua, the sons of Saul. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was wounded of the archers. Then said Saul to his armor-bearer, Draw thy sword, and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me. But his armor-bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. So Saul took a sword and fell upon it. And when his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise on the sword and died. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and all his house died together. And when all the men of Israel that were in the valley saw that they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, then they forsook their cities and fled. And the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons fallen in Mount Gilboa. And when they had stripped him and took his head and his armor, and sent into the land of the Philistines round about, to carry tidings unto their idols and to the people. And they put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the temple of Dagon. And when all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, They arose, all the valiant men, and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his transgression which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of the Lord, which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had familiar spirit to inquire of it, and inquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him and turned the kingdom unto David the son of Jesse. Chapter 11. Then all Israel gathered themselves to David unto Hebron, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. And moreover, in time past, even when Saul was king, thou was he that leddest out and broughtest in Israel. And the Lord thy God said unto thee, Thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be ruler over my people Israel. Therefore came all the elders of Israel to the king of Hebron. And David made a covenant with them in Hebron before the Lord. And they anointed David king over Israel, according to the word of the Lord by Samuel. And David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, which is Jebush, where the Jebusites were, the inhabitants of the land. And the inhabitants of Jebush said to David, Thou shalt not come hither. Nevertheless, David took the castle of Zion, which is the city of David. And David said, Whosoever smiteth the Jebusites first shall be chief and captain. So Joab the son of Zeruiah went first up and was chief. And David dwelt in the castle, therefore they called it the city of David. And he built the city round about, even from Milo round about, and Joab repaired the rest of the city. So David waxed greater and greater, for the Lord of hosts was with him. These also are the chief of the mighty men who David had, who strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom, and with all Israel, to make him king, according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. And this is the number of the mighty men who David had: Hashobem and Hachomite, the chief of the captains. He lifted up his spear against 300, slain by him at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, who was one of the three mighties. He was with David at Pas Dammon, and there were the Philistines were gathered together to battle, where was a parcel of ground full of barley. And the people fled from before the Philistines. And they set themselves in the midst of that parcel, and delivered it, and slew the Philistines. And the Lord saved them by a great deliverance. Now 3 of the 30 captains went down to the rock to David, into the cave of Adullam. And the host of the Philistines encamped in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in the hold, and the Philistines' garrison was then at Bethlehem. And David longed and said, Oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, that is at the gate. And the 3 brake through the hosts of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem, that was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. But David would not drink of it, but poured it out to the Lord, and said, My God forbid it me that I should do this thing. Shall I drink the blood of these men that have put their lives in jeopardy? For with the jeopardy of their lives they brought it, therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mightiest. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the 3. For lifting up his spear against the 300s, he slew them, and had a name among the 3. Of the 3, he was more honorable than the 2, for he was their captain. Howbeit, he attained not to the first 3. Benaniah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts, he slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. So he went down and slew a lion in a pit in a snowy day. And he slew an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high, and in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam. And he went down to him with a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand, and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaniah the son of Jehoiada, and had the name among the 3 mighties. Behold, he was honorable among the 30, but attained not to the first three, and David set him over his guard. Also, the valiant men of the armies were Ashel, the brother of Joab, Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shamath the Herahite, Hazel the Pelonite, Ira the son of Ikesh, the Techite, Abiazar the Athenite, Abakiah the Hushathite, Aya the Ahoahite, Merahiah the Nephthalothite, Heled the son of Banan the Nephthahite, Ithiah the son of Rabbi of Gibeah, that pertained to the children of Benjamin, Benaniah the Parathonite, Horiah of the brooks of Gash, Abel the Apathite, Asmatheth the Baramite, Ashabah the Shalabonite, the sons of Hashem the Gizonite, Jonathan the son of Shag the Herite, Ahem the son of Shakar the Herite, Iphael the son of Hefer the Mechatharite, Hajiah the Pelonite, Hezro the Carmelite, Narhiah the son of Ezbah, Joel the brother of Nathan, Mibhar the son of Haggai, Zelek the Ammonite, Natharai the Barathite, the armor-bearer of Joab the son of Zeruiah, Ira the Ithrite, Gareb the Ithrite, Uriah the Hittite, Zabdab the son of Hiel, Hadani the son of Esha the Reubenite, a captain of the Reubenites, and 30 with him, Hannah the son of Makkah, and Jehoshaphat the Mithanite, Uzziah the Ashtarite, Shammah and Shaziel the son of Hathan the Ararite, Jedaliah the son of Shimei, and Jonah his brother the Tiztite, Ethiel the Mahavite, and Jerubai, and Joshavana the son of Elhanan, and Ithamah the Moabite, Eliel and Obed, and Jaziel the Mesobite. Chapter 12. Now these are they that came to David to Ziklag, while he yet kept himself close because of Saul the son of Kish. And they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. They were armed with bows and could use both the right and left hand in hurling stones and shooting arrows out of a bow, even of Saul's brethren of Benjamin. The chief was Eleazar, then Josiah, the son of Shema, the Githbarite, and Jeziel, and Pelet, the sons of Amasaph, and Bachari, and Jehu the Athenite, and Ishmaiah the Gibeonite, a mighty man among 30, and over the 30, and Jeremiah, and Haziel, and Johan, and Josabad the Gederite, Izua, and Jeremoth, and Baal, and Shemariah, and Shephatiah, and Heraphite, Elkanai, and Josiah, and Azrael, and Jezer, and Joshuabam, and Korathites, and Joahai, and Zebediah, the sons of Jeraham of Gedor. And of the Gadites there separated themselves unto David into the hold into the wilderness men of might, and men of war fit for battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the ropes upon the mountains. Ezer the first, Obadiah the second, Elab the third, Mishmanaha the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Hattai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Johanna the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Machbanai the 11th. These were the sons of Gad, captains of the host. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest over 1,000. These are they that went over Jordan in the first month, when it had overflown all its banks. And they put to fight all them of the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. And there came of the children of Benjamin and Judah to hold unto David. And David went out to meet them, and answered and said unto them, If ye be come peacefully unto me to help me, mine heart shall be knit unto you. But if ye be come to betray me to mine enemies, seeing there is no wrong in mine hands, the God of our fathers look thereon and rebuke it. Then the Spirit came to Amasiah, who was chief of the captains, and he said, Thine are we, David, and on thy side. Thou son of Jesse, peace, peace be unto thee, and peace be to thine helpers, for thy God helpeth thee. Then David received them and made them captains of the band. And there fell some of Manasseh to David when he came to the Philistines against Saul to battle. But they helped them not, for the lords of the Philistines, upon the advisement, sent him away, saying, He will fall to his master Saul, to the jeopardy of our heads. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him of Manasseh Hadani and Jezabad and Adiel and Michael and Joshbad and Elu and Zithiah, captains of the thousands that were of Manasseh. And they helped David against the band of the rovers, for they were all mighty men of valor, and were captains in the host. For at that time, day by day, there came to David to help him until there was a great host, like the host of God. And these are the numbers of the bands that were ready, armed to the war, and came to David to Hebron to turn the kingdom of Saul to him, according to the word of the Lord. The children of Judah that bare shield and spear were 6,800, ready armed to war. The children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for the war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. And Jedediah was the leader of the Aaronites, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man mighty of valor, and of his father's house, 22 captains. And the children of Benjamin, the kindred of Saul, 3,000. For hereto the greatest part of them had kept the ward of the house of Saul. And of the children of Ephraim, 20,800, mighty men of valor, famous throughout the house of their fathers. And of the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, which were expressed by name, to come and make David king. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, which as went forth to battle, expert in war, with all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank, they were not of double heart. And of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them with shield and spear, 37,000. And of the Danites, expert in war, 28,600. And of Asher, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, 40,000. And on the other side of Jordan, of the Reubenites and the Gadites, and of the half tribe of Manasseh, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron, to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. And there they were with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them. Moreover, they were nigh them, even unto Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread on asses and on camels and on mules and on oxen, and meat, meal, cakes of figs, and bunches of raisins, and wine and oil and oxen, and sheep abundantly, for there was joy in Israel. Chapter 13. And David consulted with the captains of thousands and hundreds, and with every leader. And David said unto all the congregation of Israel, If it seem good unto you, and that it be of the Lord our God, let us send abroad unto our brethren everywhere that are left in all the land of Israel, and with them also to the priests and the Levites, which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. And let us bring again the ark of our God to us, for we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. And all the congregation said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. So David gathered all Israel together from Shior of Egypt, even unto the entering of Hamath, to bring the ark of God from Kirjath Jearim. And David went up and all Israel to Baal, that is to Kirjath Jearim, which belonged to Judah, to bring up thence the ark of God the Lord, that dwelleth between the cherubims, whose name is called on it. And they carried the ark of God in a new cart out of the house to Abinadab, and Uzzah and Ahiah drive the cart. And David and all Israel played before God with their might, and with singing, and with harps, and with psalteries, and with timbrels, and with cymbals, and with trumpets. And when they came unto the threshing floor of Shidon, Uzzah put forth his hand to hold the ark, for the oxen stumbled. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and he smote him, because he put his hand to the ark, and there he died before God. And David was displeased, because the Lord had made a breach upon Uzzah. Wherefore that place was called Perez Uzzah to this day. And David was afraid of God that day, saying, How shall I bring the ark of God home to me? So David brought not the ark home to himself to the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed Edom, the Gittite. And the ark of God remained with the family of Obed Edom in his house 3 months. And the Lord blessed the house of Obed Edom and all that he had. Chapter 14. Now Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to David in timbers of cedars with masons and carpenters to build him a house. And David perceived that the Lord had confirmed him king over Israel, for his kingdom was lifted up on high because of his people Israel. And David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David begat more sons and daughters. Now these are the names of his children, which he had in Jerusalem: Shamuel, and Shobah, Nathan, and Solomon, and Ibahar, and Eshua, and Eliphat, and Noga, and Nepheg, and Shaphiah, and Elishma, and Belada, and Ephelet. And when the Philistines heard that David was anointed king over Israel, all the Philistines went up to seek David, and David heard of it and went out against them. And the Philistines came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. And David inquired of God, saying, Shall I go up against the Philistines, and wilt thou deliver them into my hand? And the Lord said unto him, Go up, for I will deliver them into thy hand. So they came up to Baal Perazim, and David smote them there. Then David said, God hath broken in upon my enemies, my hand like the breaking forth of waters. Therefore they called the name of that place Baal Perazim. And when they had left their gods there, David gave a commandment, and they were burned with fire. And the Philistines yet again spread themselves abroad in the valley. Therefore David inquired again of God, and God said unto him, Go not up after them, turn away from them, and come upon them over against the mulberry trees. And it shall be, when thou shalt hear a sound of going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt go out to battle. For God is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines. David therefore did as God commanded him, and they smote the host of the Philistines, from Gibeon even to Gazer. And the fame of David went out into all lands, and the Lord brought the fear of him upon all nations. Well, that is our reading for today. Once again, thank you for joining me on this journey. I am so looking forward to where God will take us next. I'm going to go ahead and close this out in a quick word of prayer. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time that we spend in your word, reading and starting to put all the pieces together as we go through. It's very clear some of the things that I am learning, and I just pray that you open our hearts and minds so that it isn't just for me, it is for anybody and everyone that you want to hear this message. Lord, please be with those listening today, that they have a very bright and very blessed day. And all these things I pray. Amen. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.